Hello, I'm Alicia Davis,
And I'm Stacy Watson.
and we are the owners and coaches at Transformative Leadership Strategies. And we are also the creators of an online program for women called Be Who You Are, Do What Matters. And we are joined this morning by Ellen, who is
Hi,
one of the
Ellen.
participants in that program. Welcome, Ellen.
Good morning.
So nice to have you this morning.
So
Thanks.
is. We're so happy to be with you.
So we just wanted to have a conversation about your experience about being in the program. And I guess we just really wanted to start with, why did you join the program in the first place? Was there a challenge that you were having, or, what was the motivation to join the program?
So I was kind of in a crossroads in many aspects in my mind about, some of my consulting that I do, some work struggles, things like that. I had taken a class with you all day, Alicia, back at the consortium a while,
Hmm.
and I knew how wonderful that class was. So I decided to enroll. I figured this is something I can do at my own pace, which really works for me right now.
Yes.
And I think works for a lot of people right now. And also, I think, with the pandemic, there's a lot of head struggles, if you will. So I just thought all around it could be helpful.
Mm,
That's
yeah.
great. Oh, I think you just hit on so many important thoughts there, Ellen, in terms of just this last year and the experience we've all had. We have had a lot going on in our head, and there's been a lot going on in our lives as we've navigated work and home and school and all of it. So I'm glad to hear the self-paced kind of nature of the program was something that you felt would work. So now that you've been in the program and gotten through, I think, the entire thing, what was your experience of it? What was it like to actually participate in it?
So I found it was excellent. I found that I'm not a person that likes to be on the computer all the time. However, that's our world right now. But at some point, I looked so forward to doing it in the evening because it had a calming effect. And the organization of the curriculum is awesome. And I overthink things to begin with. And I do a lot of writing and I do a lot of thinking and pros and cons and all those things. But the way that you put the program together really allows someone to outline things and be curious about themselves, your words, be curious about things. And I found the experience sheets to really organize your thoughts, which was really, really helpful. And
Mm,
even though many things I know about myself, my leadership style, women in general, because I've spent a lot of time, doing women's studies and things like that, it was very clear. I'm looking at an experience sheet right now, and it's really amazing that when you kind of scale things and see an 8 somewhere and then see a 2, even though you know
Mm,
2 is true, you say, wow, that's something maybe I really want to focus on improving. The other thing that was really helpful, which is hanging on my walls right here, are other exercises in terms of, for me, visually, really putting it out there just was
mm.
so helpful to, look at your whatever's important to you, your health, your career, those kinds of things. It just helped me organize so much.
oh my
Oh,
gosh,
that's
Ellen. So
wonderful.
that sounds like you did the vision board experience
The
in
mind mapping, right?
mind mapping. That's right, mind mapping.
which
They're
is
similar
which
but
is
different.
right on
Yeah.
my wall above my other desk, and I reflect. And then there were so many takeaways, Stacy, I have to tell you, that that are helpful in my daily experience now, that are just the ants,
Uh,
Yes, those automatic negative thoughts.
you know
Yes, we all get those little
oh
creepy
yeah, we do.
crawly automatic negative thoughts from time to time, don't we?
yes. But it's really helpful to be able to label that and say,
Yes,
let me
Yes,
think about this differently.
absolutely. That's all about the awareness, right?
that's
Sort of one
right.
of the foundational principles. That's wonderful, Ellen. Thank you. And thank you for using those specific examples, because that really is the goal, is to have really practical, tangible, tactical kinds of strategies that can be helpful.
That's
Right,
right.
Alicia? I mean, that was really
Well,
a part of what we were trying to do.
it was, and that's actually what you just actually shared, Ellen, was really fabulous in the sense of, we really combined the being who you are part. That's a lot of what we incorporated in these awareness building practices,
Yes.
a lot of mindfulness, a lot of slowing down, a lot of reflection, a lot of curiosity, just really, we talk about curiosity being the antidote to judgment. And so
Mhm.
just exactly, those kinds of things. And then what you were talking about in terms of the scaling, we as coaches, we like to use lots of tools. So I think, whether it's one of those wheels like the life balance wheel or the self-care wheel where you rate on a scale of 0 to 10, 0 or 1 being, yeah, not feeling that so much, and 10 being, yeah, this is really feeling good to me. Sometimes it can just be helpful to take that snapshot in time. And again, to just look at it as, oh, okay, yeah, I think I really want to focus on my mental attention and how I'm being, hard on myself or kind to myself, or how can I, find that balance a little bit more. So that's fabulous. So you really talked about incorporating or just that the exercises and the experience sheets were helpful. I'm curious, just in general, if you would say, maybe how did it make a difference for you in your life? How did it matter?
So what's funny is I always have said, you're the only one who's really going to take care of you. And I've lived that. However, now you've also given me some more resources where we're not done learning ever. So the things that I do for myself, that's great. But then there's this whole host of other things and resources that are given to me now that, again, you always kind of want to be better and, take better care of yourself, again, because you are the only one who's going to be able to do that, really, right? And so now I'm not good with mindfulness. I am better with guided mindfulness.
Hmm.
I enjoyed those so much. And I am a person that cannot attend and had difficulties attending to something like that. So I know you guys mentioned that. And I think what you get is whatever you get out of that, to me, is helpful. So with practice, I also think that I'm going to be better. And next year I'll be better. And the year after I'll be better. And I think that's just so important for your health, your wellness, those kinds of things. So that's something else that I got from the program, which is like a toolbox. Now it's up to me, to continue to use that toolbox and move forward.
Mm,
Wow, Ellen, that's
great.
so profound. One of the things we do talk about in the program that I sort of heard you touch on is this idea that, you can do things in moments, right? It doesn't have to be a whole day meditation retreat, to use that example, that there can just be moments that you're able to just check in with yourself and to pull a tool out of that toolbox to find support. And I just think that's really helpful, because right now we don't often feel like we have a lot of time to give to some things, and to know that we can restore ourselves, support ourselves even in moments is really powerful. So that's great.
Yep.
That's right.
Well, I guess, Ellen, one last question that I have for you just is, would you recommend this program to other women who might be interested or considering or thinking about participating? What would you say to them?
I would absolutely. I think, it may be your career, it may be home, it could be a whole host of things in terms of these exercises, these conversations the listening could be helpful in your life. So why wouldn't you? I would say, and I think, as you mentioned in the video, in one of the videos, I think women tend to not take care of themselves first, and that is really unfortunate because you're only as good as you are when you're, doing well. And I call it, I say to people, make an appointment with yourself. Like that's how important it is. So I think that's how important this is. It's
Mm.
a matter of appointments at your own pace. So yes, I would highly recommend.
That's wonderful. I love
I'm
that.
giving,
Make an
I'm giving,
appointment with yourself.
I know, I'm giving you a heart for that, Ellen. That's awesome.
I
Thank
love
you.
that.
Well, Ellen, thank you so much
Yes.
for
Thank you
taking
so
the time to
much.
talk with us today. And we're just so grateful that you are in the program and that you're part of our awesome community of women. Just thank you so
Absolutely.
much.
Thank you for your time and thanks for spending it with us. Thank you.
You're welcome, and thank you guys for all the work you do.
It's our pleasure. Bye, everybody. Thank you for
Bye.
listening.